Cadence of Conflict, Asia, July 1, 2019. The Korean DMZ is the hottest new place to socialize. Dear leaders, charge to the border to shake hands. Presidents line up early to get a good spot. Few diplomatic maneuvers or promises on trade can compete with the political electricity and friendship found at the one border in Asia that has no military. Trump's visit to Kim Jong-Un on his way home paid a great honor to the leader who was not at the G20 summit. Peace in Korea means a harder sell for countries seeking something else. Leaders at G20 smiled for the camera and acted like best friends forever, reassuring their citizens back home. But a bridge that spans 90% of a river is neither a bridge nor a dock. It's just an obstruction. Trade is on the table. Trump made a gesture without tread, allowing American companies to work with Huawei as long as they don't help Huawei in the ways Trump claims Huawei continues to threaten security. Xi smiled, but didn't seem impressed. Hong Kong protests have continued 4 weekends in a row. If we look at the Hong Kong protests from the view of the Asian mad scientist theorem, everything makes perfect sense. Experimentation with North Korea is finished and moved on to China. Now it's time to see what happens when attempting to impose tyranny onto an unarmed, peaceful, free-thinking, free-speaking people. Their main reaction was to petition G20 nations the week of the G20 summit. China has declared Hong Kong to be an internal matter that will not be discussed at G20. This creates a dilemma similar to the line between an internal family matter versus the kids banging on the neighbor's door to report domestic violence. If internal matters escalate to a certain point, they can't not become external matters. Greenville Cross should be investigated for unhealthy ties to Beijing. Being the director of public prosecutions starting in 1997 when Hong Kong was handed over to Beijing, and with his recent opinion piece, more of a political rebuke of the protesters, he is operating as Beijing's mouthpiece and overlooked one important part of Hong Kong's basic law, mainly that Beijing may never, ever, ever interfere. He should be investigated as an accomplice with a means, and now an evident motive. The Huawei FedEx package return to Sasha Sagan doesn't seem to be a lash out at China, but a lash out at Trump. And that is the cadence of the conflict already seen in the Pacific.